Welcome to Tuesday Update. Today is Tuesday, September 8th. We had a great Labor Day weekend here with masses. Both the parish center was used for the 5 o'clock mass and the 10 o'clock mass. We broke the 400 barrier. I think we had 415 people join us this weekend, so more and more people are feeling comfortable coming back, and I think that's largely due to some of the safety procedures we put into effect here, and so I have you to thank for that, those of you who've been coming. Thank you for wearing those masks and doing all the protocols that we've asked. You know, to keep everyone safe, we're not going to be able to do a couple of events that I know I really enjoy during the month of September, and I know you enjoy them too. Remember, we have that wine and cheese party after a 5 o'clock mass in September. We're not going to be able to do that, and the parish picnic, we're not going to be able to do that either. So we'll get back into some of those things when things get safer, but we won't be able to do those two events that we all enjoy a lot. September 13th is Grandparents' Day, and it's a great day for us to celebrate our grandparents. And so we'd love to have you send us a photograph of your grandparents, and maybe you do it any way you want, but it could be grandparents with grandkids, but send them to us. Kirsten does a nice job of putting those together in a little collage, and she'll send those out a week from this Thursday at the Constant Contact. But if you could get them to us this week, then she's got time to put that together, and we'll put together those grandfather and grandmother pictures. Religious education programs. So for our K to 5, we need you to go to the website, go to the religious education button, and to register your child. You've got that choice. You can either do remote learning or in person here at St. Pius on Sunday mornings, but we got to be able to buy the number of books that we need. So if you could go and do that, we'd appreciate it. And then for our middle schoolers, you can also go to that same religious education button and register your child as well. Our confirmation students, our 9th and 10th graders, you can go to that religious education button or the youth ministry button on our home page and register there as well. So we're excited to be able to get our religious education program off the ground. We've been asking some of our new parishioners, what drew them to join St. Pius X? And so two of our new families answer that question this way. Heather and John Brady, they reflect and say, we have attended a handful of baptismal ceremonies and weddings at St. Pius X Church. The services have always resonated with us. We love the approachability of people in the parish and the welcoming atmosphere of St. Pius. We knew that this was the kind of church we wanted to be a part of and raise our children in. And then Tanya Covini says, part of what drew us to St. Pius are the feelings of comfort and connectedness in the church. We received a warm welcome and appreciate the clear and relevant communication. So we're awful glad to have them and any of our other new families that have joined us. Well, school openings are happening very, very soon. And I was thinking this week, there's so much going on with school and school openings that, remember, we're trying to pause at noon every day and say a prayer. Maybe this week, let's pray for our students, our parents, our teachers, as we begin this opening up of school, which is a time of tension for everybody. But it's a wonderful time, and I'm going to ask Danielle Cox, our principal from St. Pius, to come up and just give us a little bit update on where we're at with school openings.
Thank you, Father. Good morning, everyone. Well, this is it. This is our week that we bring everyone back. We just finished gathering our teachers and staff for our Superintendent's Conference Day, so it was a nice opportunity for us to gather for the first time, socially distant. We listened to some opening remarks from our Superintendent Giovanni Virgilio, as well as Father Baglong Bucco had some homily to share with us as well, and some great words to get us started and to keep us focused for this school year. Teachers are filling the building right now and getting last-minute preparations. We have our ice cream social this evening, so we're very excited to be welcoming our families beginning at 3 o'clock. They'll have an opportunity to come in, see our classrooms, say hello to their teachers, drop off or pick up supplies, depending on if they're an in-person or a remote learner, and then enjoy a special treat to go on their way out. So we're very excited for that. Teachers will be back tomorrow for a full day of meetings as we cover lots of different topics that we need to go over to get our school year off to a great start. And then finally, we'll bring our students in on Thursday and Friday. Half of the student body will come on Thursday, the other half on Friday, and then we'll be ready for our entire student body on Monday. So we're very excited for all of that. We've been super busy, but we are ever so excited to have the halls filled with noise and laughter and smiling faces. So something we're really looking forward to. So I thank everyone for their thoughts and for their prayers as we get this new school year off to a great start.
Thanks, Danielle. Well, I'm very, very excited to introduce to you our new deacon, who's going to be coming here with us here at St. Pius, Marty Dinan. Marty was just ordained a deacon this past Saturday. So I'm going to invite him to come up here to the pulpit, and so you get to put a face to the name, and we'll have him introduce himself to you. Marty, welcome. We're awful glad to have you here at St. Pius.
Good morning, Father. Thank you.
Good. Hey, tell our parishioners a little bit about yourself.
So I grew up in Troy, New York, and I went to Sacred Heart School in Troy, and then on to Troy High School. After that, Hudson Valley, and finally, the College of St. Rose, where during that process at St. Rose, I dated my wife, Katrina. She's a graduate of Siena College just down the road. I went into ROTC when I was in college, so therefore when I came out, I served in the U.S. Army, and I thought, well, I'll be there for a short time and finish up my commitment, and that short time turned into 30 years between active duty and National Guard and Reserve membership. Within that time frame, I also served in my civilian job as a police officer, first in Rensselaer, New York, and then in the town of North Greenbush. So, and with that military service and the combined police with military service, I had 3 tours. First Gulf War, and then Iraq and Afghanistan. So, and I made it out safely. And I also have 2 sons, my oldest being Christopher, my youngest being Matthew. Christopher followed my footsteps. He's a police officer out in Fairport, New York, right next to Rochester. And my youngest son, Matthew, is a district manager for a local company. So they've both done very well for themselves.
Good. Hey, Marty, tell us a little bit about what a deacon does.
So a deacon is all about service, just as Christ was the servant to everybody. We follow in those footsteps. So within in the parish atmosphere, we, of course, help with liturgy, assist Father, and then any type of ministries, we can assist there and really be in touch with the people. I kind of like to call them as the foot soldiers of the church, because they're out there amongst the people helping and serving.
Good. You know, it's one of those things, Marty, I think, I don't believe we've had a deacon here at St. Pius. So this is a whole new experience for all of us here having you here, and we're really, really happy to have you here. And how about, you told a great story to our staff about your favorite saint. I think people at home would enjoy that.
Yeah, my favorite saint is St. Martin of Tours. I've followed him for years. What I think is interesting, and my life story, I never realized it until I started studying his life. He was a soldier, and at one point he could have stayed on and got his bonus to do that. He ended up, he had a conversion and realized he actually wanted to be a monk, and he was allowed to do that. And then through that conversion, he later on rose to a bishop. Not that I ever would want that responsibility, but what really at the heart of it is that the fact when he was still a soldier, he was on a horse, and he was riding along, and this is how the story goes. He saw a poor beggar on the side of the road that was freezing cold, and he dismounted his horse. He cut his cloak in half with his saber, and then turned around and wrapped the man in it, and then he left. Well, he had a dream that evening that the man was in fact Christ, and that really reinforced what he had done. And when I look back, I kind of like that, because I've made that transition to where I am now as a servant. And Father, my other favorite thing, though, above all, is I have a commitment to the Blessed Mary, so Blessed Mother Mary. I think she's really responsible for where I am in life today and service to the church. So.
Good, Marty. Thank you. Good to have you. You'll be seeing more of Marty. He won't be here with us this weekend at Masses, but a week from this weekend, he'll be here at the Masses. He'll tell us a little bit more about himself, and we'll give him a little bit more of a welcome. So, hey, this coming weekend, whether you're here in person or at home watching on live stream, couple things. One, we're going to have that second collection for the Holy Land. If you remember, Good Friday, We always have a collection that we give to those who are trying to keep up the sites in the Holy Land, the churches there. And of course, with COVID, weren't able to have anybody here for Good Friday. So we're going to do that this weekend. And then if you want to leave it in an envelope, or if you want to go online, you can, it's on, for the online giving, you can check that off and give to that as well. Also this weekend, if you're at home, we're going to do the backpack blessing for kids. So we'd ask our kids to have your backpacks right there when you're watching us on live stream, and we'll do the blessing this weekend as you begin your school year, okay? So have a good week, a safe week. We'll look forward to seeing you here this weekend one way or the other, either online or in person, and God bless.